Hello lovelies, welcome back to another video. My name's Gemma and today I'm coming at you with a bit of a different video that I haven't decided the name of yet, but I am going to go through some of the 2020 Goodreads Choice Award nominees and winners that I've read over the last 12 months and let you know whether I thought the correct book won and what I thought of the books that were in the categories. So yeah, that was a very long intro to this video, but that's what I'm going to attempt to do. So I know there are other booktubers that do similar things to this. The one that I watch is Emily Fox, who I love her channel. But yeah, so she does this every year and I think it's really fun. Plus, I'm the type of person I love reading off a good list. So though I haven't obviously read everything that was nominated last year in the Goodreads Choice Awards, I have read a fair few. So I'm going to go through the categories where I have read some, let you know what I thought about the winner and the others in the category and which one I think should have won, if not the one that actually won. And yeah, we'll just run through it. This is quite well timed because the new Choice Awards for Goodreads is opening on the 16th of November, which is a bit later than usual. So for those that don't know, the Goodreads Choice Awards is just people voting for their favourite books of the year in various different categories. We'll run through some of them together now. And I just think it's really fun. I know there's a lot of hate on Goodreads because owned by Amazon, but to me, if something encourages people to read, is it really a bad thing? I think not. So yeah, without any more ado, let's start with category number 1. So the first category is fiction, and this is the category that I've read the most books from. So I have read 8 books from this category. The winner of this last year was The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, which I have read and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. So I'm just going to quickly run through the other books in this category that I have read, and then I'll let you know whether I think that The Midnight Library should have been at the top. So I have also read American Dirt, Such a Fun Age, The Glass Hotel, which I wrapped up in my last video. So for those that saw that, you know I'm not going to put that one at the top. Transcendent Kingdom, The Girl with the Louding Voice, The Death of Vivek OG, and Real Life. So I did pretty well reading 8 from this category, and there are some very good books in this list. American Dirt, Such a Fun Age, and The Girl with the Louding Voice all got 5 stars from me. I thought they were fantastic. The Midnight Library only got 4 stars from me. So obviously I don't agree that that one should have been at the top. And American Dirt is the one that I would put at the top of this list. It was my favourite book of last year. It was really, really good. I loved it. I just want to caveat here that The Girl with the Louding Voice comes in at a very close second and was pretty far down the list. So I disagree with how far down the list that was because that book was outstanding. So yeah, American Dirt would win the category of fiction, according to Gemma Books. The next category that I've read some books from is historical fiction. So I have read 3 of these. The winner was The Vanishing Half by Brit, which I have read. And then the other 2 books that I've read from the list of nominees is The Book of Longings by Sue Kidd and Hamnet by Maggie A. Farrell. So I, contrary to very popular opinion, I didn't love The Vanishing Half. I loved the concept. I didn't love the execution. So it was fine. It was a 3-star for me. But I feel like it was overhyped for what it was. So my winner would be The Book of Longings here. So The Book of Longings is a book told from the perspective of the fictional wife of Jesus, And I just thought it was a really interesting concept. It was well done. The characters were good. The main character, the wife of Jesus, was really interesting and I really liked her. So that is what I would have had win historical fiction. I'm a bit gutted actually that I've only read 3 out of this category, because this is literally one of my favourite genres, but I just haven't read that much of it this year. So possibly a goal for next year. Spoiler alert. So yeah, that's the historical fiction. Apologies that I keep looking down. Trusty notebook. So yeah, that's historical fiction. Next is the category of fantasy, and I have read 4 in this category. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue was the winner, which I have read. Others in the category that I've read, that was by V.E. Schwabb, is The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune, Piranesi by Susanna Clarke, and The Bone Shard Daughter by, I've forgotten her name, I'll put the picture up. So I did enjoy The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I thought it was very good. I quite liked the slow burn, which I know was a criticism by a lot of people. But man, The House in the Cerulean Sea, yeah, that's got to win. It's got to win. It's literally the cutest book on the planet. So yeah, I disagree again with the Goodreads choice. And I would have put House in the Cerulean Sea at the top of that list. Next, funnily enough, is romance, which I don't really read a lot of because I don't really like it. But I did actually read 3 from last year's nominees. So I didn't read the winner. I'm not sure who the winner was. But I read Beach Read by Emily Henry, In 5 Years, cannot remember the author's name, and Take a Hint, Dani Brown by Talia Hibbett. All of these were fine. I would have chosen In 5 Years as my winner, but that's probably because I felt that it focused more on friendship than romance, which is why I liked it more. Of Blood and Ash won this, sorry. Won this category, and I haven't read that yet. So yeah, I would have put In 5 Years at the top. That's the one that I enjoyed the most, but I'm not a romance reader, so I'm absolutely not qualified to really comment on that category. Next we have horror, and I have read 2.5 of these. Bear with me. So the winner was Mexican Gothic. The winner was Mexican Gothic by Silvia Marino Garcia. I didn't like this book, so I don't think that should have won. I have also read from this list Tender is the Flesh by Agustina Bazterrica. Have I waffled enough about that book on my channel? Clearly not, because I'm going to do it again in a minute. And then I did also try playing Bad Heroines on audio and DNF'd it. I just couldn't get into it. Whether it's the audio didn't work for me or what, it was just a bit... So, Tender is the Flesh was an outstanding 5-star read for me. That should have absolutely won this category, based on the 2.5 books that I've read. Yeah, such a good book. Post-apocalyptic, cannibalism, human abattoir. Yeah, blew my mind. Should have won this category. From memoir and autobiography, I've only read 1, All Boys Aren't Blue by George M. Johnson, but I have also raved about this on my channel. The winner, I think, was Barack Obama's A Promised Land, which I haven't read, and I do want to read it at some point. So I can't really judge whether it should have won over that, but All Boys Aren't Blue was a fabulous, fabulous book, and I highly recommend. Next is history and biography, and I've read 2 of these, and they are the top 2. I read Cast by Isabel Wilkerson, which was the winner, and I read The Splendid and the Vile by Eric Larson, which is looking at Winston Churchill during the Blitz. And yeah, cast absolutely was a fantastic bit. I'm really glad it won that category because I thought it was outstanding. On the back of reading that, well, I listened to it on audio, which I highly recommend. On the back of that, I will be picking up her other book, The Warmth of Other Suns. Yeah, loved it. And I did not care for The Splendid and Vile at all. It wasn't my jam. I thought it was boring. So there we go. That was history and biography. Science and Technology, I only read one. I read the winner, which was A Life on Our Planet by David Attenborough, and that book was outstanding. Highly recommend. Then we come to the category of debut author, and I have read 4 of these. Such a Fun Age was the winner by Kiley Reid. I've also read The Girl with the Louding Voice, The Bone Shard Daughter and Real Life, which came up in other categories. I actually would have put The Girl with the Louding Voice above Such a Fun Age, though they were both 5 stars for me. The Girl with the Louding Voice is like amazing, and it's on my like top books of all time because it is so good. I have also read 2 from the YA fantasy and sci-fi category, and I'm not generally a big YA reader. I quite often don't like it very much, so I was quite surprised to see I'd read 2 of these. But the 2 I've read are Legendborn and These Violent Delights. I can't remember off the top of my head who won this category, but Legendborn I really liked. I thought it was an excellent YA novel that wasn't too heavy on the romance and was well written. So that one would win. These Violent Delights I didn't care for. Yeah, I didn't like it. So Legendborn would be my winner for that category. So those are all the categories I read from last year, and yeah, I don't think I agreed with any winners, did I? Oh, cast was the only one I agreed with. But yeah, we'll see what the the 2021 Choice Awards brings us. I will do another video reacting to the books that are on that list, and maybe talking a little bit more in depth about my feelings around the Choice Awards and the positives and negatives of it, because there are positives and negatives. But yeah, some great books that I picked up because they were on that list. American Dirt I picked up because it was on that list. The Girl with the Louding Voice, Cast, A Life on Our Planet, The Midnight Library. So yeah, several of them I picked up because they were on that list, and I wasn't disappointed. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of my thoughts, if any of the books that I haven't read should have won and that I should definitely try and pick them up in 2022. And yeah, this was just supposed to be a bit of a fun, let's see what Gemma thinks kind of video. And yeah, I'll be back with another one